Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
It is that time of year. Many Kern County residents ordering packages online that end up getting stolen from their front door. How Bakersfield police are cracking down with the arrest of a suspect.
And what to do when you get an American rock band and the holiday spirit together. Well, that's called KISSmas. How you can get involved in the spirit of giving.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6 a.m. on this finally Friday. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
And I'm Melissa Flores. We're going to turn to Chief Meteorologist Elena Rusk. Take a look at what our weekend's going to look like.
Yes.
I mean, is it good? Is it bad?
I think it's good because it's scattered showers, but it's temperatures that are staying in the 60s. Okay, so not too cold.
Right.
And it's not a soaking rain that's going to ruin your plans, but you need to have the umbrellas with you all weekend.
Okay, good to know.
So like I want to go to Calm Holiday Lights. Doesn't really sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be really nice temperatures and scattered showers.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go ahead and plan to head out.
Good.
Yeah. And then a lot of people have been asking about the Tehachapi Parade because there's a chance of rain out there for the weekend, right? It's all because of this system here in the Pacific that's moving onshore. Heavy rain and snow expected in northern California. This far south, breezy, passing clouds, and those 60s expected. 57 in Bakersfield right now, 67 later today. And I mentioned that good air quality. I'll talk more about increasing winds and our rain and snow chances for the weekend coming up. But the Tehachapi Christmas Parade and tree lighting specifically for tomorrow evening, you'll see it's 48 falling to 45. And in that 2-hour time window for you, looks like about a 30% chance of rain. So go anyway, but again, dress warm and have those umbrellas. As you're heading out the door this morning, you're good to go, but it will be windy on the Grapevine later on this afternoon into this evening. If you're traveling, keep that in mind.
We're following breaking news at this hour. Just coming into the 23 ABC newsroom, law enforcement authorities responding to an active shooter situation at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola in Florida. Police in the area have confirmed the reports, and the U.S. Navy has tweeted that the base is currently on lockdown. The base employs more than 16,000 military members and 7,400 civilian personnel. Just moments ago, the Pensacola sheriff confirmed that the shooter is dead, but we'll be bringing you any updates as soon as they come into our newsroom throughout the morning.
Back here at home, one person is under arrest for allegedly stealing items from porches in a southwest Bakersfield neighborhood. Police say 34-year-old Angel Ortiz was caught on video stealing a packaged telescope from a porch on Oxford Hills Drive. Further investigation led police to a home on Garber Way where they arrested Ortiz. During the search, officers found the telescope as well as other stolen items. Ortiz is due in court on Monday.
An Oxnard man has been indicted for stealing a mail truck from a Kern County post office. A federal grand jury returned an indictment against Ryan James Taylor, charging him with burglary of a U.S. post office, mail theft, and theft of government property. Court documents say the Oxnard man forcibly broke into the Mojave post office and stole mail that had been deposited at the post office. If convicted, Taylor faces a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison for each of the burglary and stolen mail charges, and another 10 years for the stolen mail truck charge, plus $500,000 in fines. And the coroner's office has ruled the death of a 27-year-old Bakersfield man a homicide. According to the sheriff's office, Angel Melendez was found with multiple gunshot wounds. A passerby located his body shortly after 2 p.m. on Sunday near Pepper Drive and Breckenridge Road. Homicide detectives then arrived and assumed the investigation. No arrests have been made, so if you have any information, you are urged to call the sheriff's office at 861-3110, or of course you can contact the secret witness hotline at 322-4040.
And the Bakersfield Police Department needs your help finding a teenager who's been missing for 5 months. Police say Isabel Cabrera was last seen on July 13th around 4 p.m. on Hoodsport Avenue. That's in a neighborhood right behind the Walmart Supercenter in Rosedale. BPD is describing the 17-year-old as a Hispanic girl standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, 190 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. She was last seen wearing a tan Adidas hat, black yoga pants, and black Vans shoes. If you have any information on Cabrera's whereabouts, call BPD at 327-7111.
Well, if you're thinking of running for local office, you still have one last day to file. Today is the last day in the filing period for nomination for local office. You have to file by today to be eligible to run in any local election, including the 2020 mayoral election. If you have any questions, you can call the Chief Deputy Registers of Voters. The number is 661-868-3717.
Well, the California Highway Patrol is collecting toys for their annual Chips for Kids toy drive today. 23 ABC's Daniela Garrido is live from their toy drop-off event happening today in downtown Bakersfield. Daniela?
I am just amazed. This has only been going on for an hour, and the amount of toys that are already here is out of this world, and it's amazing because it's going to kids right here in Kern County. Let me just show you a couple of the things that we have. The Independence High School cheerleaders are showing them off to us. What is this? Personalized ABC beads. Cool. A doll. Blossom bunnies. There seems to be a lot of these. So I guess that's a hot topic right now. Soccer ball. We have some more dolls. What do we have over here? And okay, a little playset. And this is going to kids of all ages. I think it's ages 0 to 16. Did I get that right? Yep, ages 0 to 16, and this is happening all day. You just want to bring them here unwrapped. So we're going to go over and talk with Officer Robert Rodriguez. How amazed are you at the amount of toys that are already here?
It is. It's awesome. You know, it's again, the community always comes through. Matter of fact, we're having some bicycles. Looks like some bicycles are being dropped off here in a minute. So you know, we're just really excited. Again, all the toys stay here in Bakersfield, and I'm just amazed every year at the love that people demonstrate.
And it's ages 0 to 16. I think a lot of times people always bring like for younger kids, but I've seen a couple of scooters, and that's pretty awesome. When people want to drop them off, what should they know?
Well, just drive on in. You know, we're right here at the corner of 28th and 28th and Chester, and just drop off your toy, and you'd be on your way in no time.
And how many kids does this go to? I know this is an annual event. This is the 10th year you guys do it. So, do you guys have a quota? Like, what's going on?
No, you know, it just I want to make sure that every child gets a toy, at least one, and so. It just depends on how many we collect, and then we'll go ahead and make sure that we deliver for those kids.
Great, thank you so much, Robert. With the way things are already going, I feel like hundreds, if not thousands, of kids are going to get these toys. So if you guys want to come on by, you can come drop off an unwrapped toy on the corner of 28th and Chester. You don't even need to get out of your car; they'll help you bring it on out. So for now, we're live on the corner of 28th and Chester. Daniela Garrido, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
A lot of generosity out there. And check out what else the California Highway Patrol is up to. Not only getting in the giving spirit, but they want to make sure that you're abiding by the rules of the road, and they're using a little bit of the force to do that. CHP headquarters tweeted this picture of Baby Yoda. It seems like we're seeing him everywhere, saying whether or not your travels take you to a galaxy far, far away, don't rely on the force. Hashtag buckle up. Seatbelts save lives.
What happens when you take Christmas, add a little rock and roll, and a costume contest? You get KISSmas. This holiday season, you can give back to the youth in need in our community at the 3rd annual KISSmas Teen Gift Drive. The event is centered around the famous band KISS, and attendees are encouraged to dress up. Organizers are asking for clothes, skateboards, makeup, headphones, and even school supplies. Items will be donated to teens and preteens at the Bakersfield Homeless Center. The event will take place tomorrow at the Chewy's on Rosedale Highway, starting at 5 p.m.
Tomorrow, a ceremony will be held remembering the attack on Pearl Harbor that happened nearly 80 years ago. It was a surprise aerial attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, made the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service. The attack happened December 7, 1941, 78 years ago. And tomorrow, community members will remember the historic day at the historic Union Cemetery, located on the corner of Potomac and King Streets. The day will also honor Doris Dory Miller, a U.S. Navy Cross recipient. There will be music, bagpipers, military honors, and a balloon release happening tomorrow at 9:55 tomorrow morning. And I don't know, this is just a guess, but I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people turning out.
Oh, yes.
That's what
Absolutely.
we always see with these veteran events and with these military events.
And it's so somber because it's such a sad date, but seeing everybody come out together and support the veterans who have been through all this together, it's just really moving. I'm very proud of Bakersfield and Kern County and what we do for our vets. Let's take a look at our radar and satellite imagery. For all of those passing clouds, there's still no rain, and it's just now had some clearing this morning. So some patchy fog is possible, north side of the valley, west side too, but here in the heart of Bakersfield, it's crystal clear, good air quality, 57 now, 67 later today. And we're going to wait much of the day for the rain, but we will see the winds picking up mid-morning and getting quite blustery this afternoon into this evening, especially there along those south mountains. So keep that in mind if you're traveling over the Grapevine. There's a wind advisory there. And it also includes the west side of the valley. And then we have some winter weather advisories in this area to our north, but see how it just tries to dig? into the Alta Sierra area. We're trying to get them some more snow. So for today here in Bakersfield, a mostly sunny 67. That wind advisory in effect 10 a.m. to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And that storm pushes in later tonight. So I'm just calling it showers, not a good soaking rain, not heavy snow, but showers Saturday and Sunday. Keep that in mind for your weekend plans. As for that winter storm warning that's just sagging into Alta Sierra, 1 to 3 feet of snow above 7,000 feet. That's fantastic news for our local resort, but they look to be our only place getting that kind of snow.
Still to come on 23 ABC, a high-speed chase involving a UPS delivery truck ends in a shootout with police in South Florida. Multiple people are dead. When we come back, we'll tell you the details of how it all began. That's next. Welcome back. We're following that breaking news out of Pensacola, Florida. The U.S. Navy confirming that the person who opened fire on a naval air facility, Pensacola, is dead. The Navy also confirming that one other person is also killed. There's currently an unknown number of people who were injured who have been taken to local hospitals. We are continuing to follow this story and bringing you any updates as soon as they come into our 23 ABC newsroom.
A wild police chase and shootout left 4 people dead in South Florida. The highway looked like a war zone as police opened fire on a stolen UPS truck and 2 robbery suspects.
Nearly a dozen officers fired their weapons in the middle of the busy evening commute. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has this story.
Shots have been fired. You're watching this unfold. You see all those shots fired.
This morning, the chilling video of a deadly shootout. Multiple police agencies in Miramar, Florida, cornering 2 suspects in rush hour traffic. You can hear a bullet ricocheting off a car.
They start shooting, and at that point, we just locked down everything.
Hearing the ricochet bullets flying right by the vehicle, at which point, due concerns of being staying alive kicks in, and you do what you can to protect yourself and your family.
This was the end of a massive chase that started more than 20 miles away in Coral Gables. Police say 2 suspects held up a jewelry store, then opened fire as they took off in a van.
All of a sudden we hear like 8 or 10 backfires, which clearly were gunshots.
This is what dangerous people do to get away.
At one point, a bullet hit Coral Gables City Hall, which was on lockdown. The suspects then carjacked a UPS delivery truck, taking off with police close behind. The suspects running red lights, hopping curbs, packages flying out into traffic. The truck coming to a stop on that busy highway in Miramar as police vehicles closed in. The chase ending in a barrage of gunfire.
The armed suspects engaged law enforcement, opened fire. There was exchange fire between law enforcement and the suspects, and unfortunately, the suspects are now deceased, but 2 additional innocent civilians were also deceased.
Among those innocent victims killed, the UPS driver and a bystander inside another car at the scene of the shooting. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.